convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a first down throw complete downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to Mooney. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 31, Watson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This quick pass complete to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Uzama. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And now Watson throws another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, ETN once more. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a third down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action here on first down. They'll drop this one off with ETN. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with ETN. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Second down and goal. Jones. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt all.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw again on second down. Watson, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And that...
I'm one of the realest, the realest about. They thought I was